Students, this is the second video of the chapter Acid, Base and Salts. So we have to start here and we have to discuss what do all acid and all base have in common, right? So students, there are certain chemical properties which are similar in acids now, but we have to compare with bases. So students, we can explain with the help of given activity. For performing that activity, we need solutions, glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. Here in a book, hydrochloric acid is taken as an example, right student? So what we have to do, take solution, fix two nails on a cork and place the cork in 100 ml beaker. Connect the nails with two terminals of 6 voltage battery and pour some dilute hydrochloric acid to a beaker and switch on the current, right? And the same activity we can perform with other solutions taken like glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. So we have seen that as we have taken HCl, the bulbs will start glowing in the case of acid. So, but when we have taken glucose or alcohol, they do not conduct electricity and the bulb will not glow. So we have to give the reason why this happens, because hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid or acetic acid is responsible for production of ions. As we all know, ions are responsible for the conduction of current. So here, due to the conduction, the conduction of current is done due to the presence of ions. But in the case of glucose and in the case of alcoholic solution, there is no conduction of current because of the absence of ions. They do not dissociate into ions, so the conduction will not take place. If we explain or this activity with the help of base, then again we find out the bulb will glow when we take a solution of hydrochloric acid, calcium hydroxide, because they also produce ions and ions are responsible for the conduction of current, right students? So next we have to study the next topic, what happens to the acid and base in water solution, right students? So to perform this activity we need 1 gram sodium chloride in a clean dry test tube as shown and pour concentrated sulfuric acid to the test tube, right? When we add NaCl and we add sulfuric acid, double displacement reaction will take place and here is a production of sodium sulfate and hydrochloric acids. This hydrochloric acid, which is how we come to know the gas is coming out, we can see that certain bubbling is coming out from the test tubes. So test the gas evolve with the help of two different conditions. First we have to take dry and wet blue litmus papers and our observations are different. When we have taken dry blue litmus paper, there will be no change in color, but when we have taken moist paper, litmus paper, that is blue in color, that changes into red in color. So students, now again we have to give the reason why two different results we obtain. Students, here the gas which is evolved by the reaction of NaCl and H2SO4, that is dry HCl. Dry HCl gas is produced. But when dry HCl gas get atmosphere which is moist, because your litmus paper is moist, that it will release H ion easily and showing the acidic behavior, and then it will change the coloration. Right, students? Students, now we have to discuss here what happens when the acids and base mixed with water. Here, the example of HCl is taken and it reacts with water. Hydronium ion H3O positive is formed when water is taking H ion from HCl, right? And chloride ions are released. And when NaOH, that is alkali, mixed with water, hydroxyl ions are formed. So there are two different conditions. When the acid reacts with water, hydronium ions are formed. When base, NaOH, calcium hydroxide, KOH, so magnesium hydroxide mixed with water, hydroxide ions are formed. As we already studied that all bases do not dissolve in water, but the base which dissolve in water is called as alkali, right? Now the another question we have to study, we have the two conditions and two questions from the students. Ma'am, we have to add water in acid or acid in water, and what will be the effect if we do these reactions or this experiment? So let's start. This is given in your, again discussed in your NCERT book, so let's discuss, right? See students, so let's start. Here we have to discuss with the help of this given activity. Take 10 ml water in a beaker, add few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, swirl this beaker slowly, touch the beaker at the base. Is the temperature changes? Is this reaction is exothermic or endothermic? And repeat this activity with base also, right students? So let's discuss. See students, the explanation is given here. See, first of all, when we add sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid mixed with water, your reaction beaker becomes hot. That means in this reaction heat is released. If heat is released, that means the reaction is exothermic, right? Now we have to study whether we have to mix water in acid or acid in water. Students, the right approach is add acid to a water molecule, and it is very important. Number of times this question is asked and explanation is given here. Students, as when we add water to the acid, I am again repeating, water to the acid, the high amount of heat is released and there will be a blast or your beaker can break, right? And this is due to the presence of excessive heat released. So to avoid this condition, we always add acid to a water so that less amount of heat is evolved in starting and there will be no conditions arises for this experiment. So always keep in mind mixed acid to a water to avoid burn, right? So that is all about today's video. Thank you for listening.